Australia. A tropical paradise. But these immaculate waters hide sinister underwater currents.
The oceans surrounding this continent are home to some of the most deadly creatures, marine assassins that attack from the shadows.
Or animals armed that kill with a chilling efficiency.
Curiously intriguing.
Extremely beautiful. And exceptionally lethal. Deadly Australia. These are the files of the famous Australian ocean assassins. From supernatural predators with lethal blows to extravagant femme fatale. To the monsters of our deepest nightmares. In these waters, there are very few things more fearsome than the jaws of the great white shark. Perfectly adapted marine predators, sharks have roamed the oceans for over 400 million years. Around 400 species of sharks exist worldwide. Almost half of these species are found in Australian waters. Monsters of the deep, the subject of myths and legends. They are supreme killers. In the last 50 years, there have been 53 fatal shark attacks in Australian waters. But generally, these so-called man-eaters prefer things with a different taste. Hammerhead sharks hunt manta rays. Tiger sharks attack and kill turtles, and even other sharks. But there is one giant among them that prefers warm-blooded victims. It is the largest of all carnivorous sharks. The great white shark. One of Earth's most feared predators. But it's not human flesh that whets this monster's appetite. Sea lions that inhabit the colder coasts of southern Australia become tempting appetizers. While sea lions are the main course, these colonies make up a large part of the great white shark's diet.
This alpha male sea lion watches over a group of females and their pups.
On land, they appear heavy and clumsy. But once they enter the water, it immediately becomes evident that they are in their element. Sea lions are fast, agile, and graceful swimmers.
Their streamlined bodies allow them to effectively pursue prey, such as crustaceans and cuttlefish.
But sea lions are not the only marine predators that roam the cold waters of the Antarctic Ocean. And all this activity does not go unnoticed.
A nightmare from the deep approaches.
Great white sharks can detect the scent of prey from great distances.
For this 4.5-meter-long monster, the sea lion hunting ground is a feast.
Busy with their own hunt, adult sea lions ignore the looming threat. Weighing around 1 ton, it breaks through the water's surface at almost 50 kilometers per hour.
Even the most attentive parents have little hope of defending themselves against such an overwhelming force of nature.
A true driving force.
The great white shark terrorizes the Australian coasts with its brute force and ferocious jaws.
But Australian killers come in all shapes and sizes.
To survive in this bloodbath, even Mother Nature's most delicate creatures have come to rely on lethal biological weapons.
Far from the frigid waters of the Antarctic Ocean.
The warm seas of tropical northern Australia seem to be a paradise for swimmers.
But appearances are deceiving. Every year from November to April, jellyfish blooms plague the coast of northern Australia.
While some are harmless.
Others are among the most deadly creatures known to man.
The venom of the small Irukandji jellyfish.
Is 100 times more potent than that of a cobra. Wistration, and 1,000 times more lethal than that of a tarantula.
But the Irukandji are not considered the most dangerous of these waters.
That title belongs to the box jellyfish. One of Australia's most famous killers. In the last 130 years, these aquatic assassins have claimed the lives of over 70 people.
The rapid injection of box jellyfish venom can cause cardiovascular collapse.
And death in just minutes.
It is a terribly effective way to subdue prey, which are usually small fish. The cells contained within its 3-meter-long tentacles inject venom on contact.
Suctioned, point, causing sudden death.
The extreme nature of the jellyfish's chemical weapon helps protect its delicate tentacles from being damaged by a struggling victim. While not as ferocious as the great white shark, these toxic creatures have few natural predators.
Present in large numbers, jellyfish blooms can extend as far as the eye can see.
But sometimes, the things we cannot see pose a greater threat. At the bottom of the sea lies a hidden predator with a deadly reputation. The reef stonefish.
Rejecting the spotlight, A reef stonefish hides on the seabed.
The master of disguise.
It's easy to see how this predator got its name.
Its mottled colors blend with the reef.
It even tolerates algae growth on its skin, which helps it camouflage even further.
The stonefish is not a good swimmer.
But it is patient. A necessary trait for an ambush predator.
But appearances are deceiving. Even its large, protruding eyes are indistinguishable in its environment.
The slightest movement would reveal its presence.
Surprise is everything. The stonefish's attack is explosive. With its wide gape, it quickly engulfs the unsuspecting prey,
which it swallows whole.
Its use of the surprise attack makes it a formidable predator.
Far from the frigid waters of the Antarctic Ocean.
it is the most venomous fish in the world. Within its dorsal fin are 13 needle-like spines.
Cultivated by venom glands, these spines form a lethal defensive array.
A unique toxin in the stonefish, known as verrucotoxin, attacks the nervous and circulatory systems, tight, and can be fatal to potential predators.
In humans, stonefish venom can cause intense pain.
And potentially fatal restrictions to blood flow and breathing.
Hunters, beware. Most of the time, these silent assassins will be the last to laugh.
Almost the size of a baseball, the blue-lined octopus has a very vulnerable appearance.
And with a relatively short lifespan of only 7 months, the species relies on quite extreme survival strategies. This sea snake is on the hunt for food. This octopus has a decision to make: hide or stay and fight. It chooses to hide.
Like most cephalopods, the blue-ringed octopus is a master of disguise.
Its sophisticated skin tissues not only allow it to rapidly change its colors,
but also its texture to better blend with its surroundings.
This olive sea snake continues its search for food.
Faced with the threat, the blue-ringed octopus decides to change tactics.
It sends a vivid message.
Iridescent blue markings pulsate across its body. warning the predator that it is armed and dangerous. Its deadly bite is 10,000 times more toxic than cyanide. In humans, the venom can cause respiratory failure.
Instance, leading to cardiac arrest and eventually death.
In nature, threats like these are generally hated. The hammerhead shark decides to heed the warning. The crystalline waters of this island paradise are both beautiful and deadly. The peacock mantis shrimp delivers a blow far exceeding its weight. But there are much larger fighters lurking in these waters.
Lurking off the coast, a heavyweight assassin devours almost anything that crosses its path.
The tiger shark.
In these waters, few are safe from its insatiable appetite.
Tiger sharks are responsible for a large percentage of fatal attacks on humans.
But these monsters feed more often on marine mammals, manta rays,
and even other sharks.
In the far north of Australia, tiger sharks have developed more refined tastes.
They have become specialized hunters.
Traveling from places as far away as Papua New Guinea.
They are attracted by a natural phenomenon.
Rain Island is the world's largest green turtle nesting site.
But to lay their eggs, they must reach the shore. And that is no easy task. As they approach the beach, the sea turtles must brave the storm. The shark.
These prefer to launch their deadly attack from below.
Therefore, the seabed offers some protection against surprise attacks.
But the turtles must surface from time to time to breathe. Another opportunity to breathe. And for that, it pays the ultimate price. Once dispatched, the tiger shark uses its powerful jaws and serrated teeth to dismember its victim, shell and all. In the midst of the feeding frenzy, the spectator abandons the shelter and makes one last effort to reach the beach. It is one of the fortunate ones. Many turtles do not make it to land.
Instead, they fall victim to the murderous appetites of the tiger sharks that patrol the neighborhood.